Ed Ruth, undefeated against Big Ten opponents in his career, two-time NCAA champion, going up against freshman Domenic Abounader out of Gate Mills, Ohio, St. Ed's High School. And we get to start Ed Ruth right in, as he is so often. Fast starter right out of the gate, Ed Ruth. As I said, 52 straight wins without a loss over Big Ten opponents. But Abounader, a freshman coming on the scene like so many young guns for Michigan, has an interesting story. And as Ed Ruth gets the takedown here, Shane has a little bit extra on Domenic Abounader.
Well, TJ, the original plan was to redshirt Abounader, but Max Hunley suffered a season-ending injury. That was at the Cliff Keen in Vegas in early December, tore a pec muscle, so Abounader forced out a redshirt, and Coach McFarland really likes his toughness, as he's tough on top. When he was recruiting him, he called up his high school coach, legendary coach Greg Urbis at St. Ed's. Coach Urbis told Coach McFarland, you want to get this guy, he is one of the toughest guys to come out of our room, and at St. Ed's, that's saying a lot.
Thanks for the report on this tough kid. And I think these kids, Jim, have brought a certain kind of life to this particular team.
You know, 5 years is a long time to be in a program. I mean, that's good wrestlers are going to get a redshirt year, and sometimes you get a little stale, and it's kind of fun to come into a program where you have good senior leadership. You have guys that are succeeding at the next level, whatever, you know, at the international level, and you have, you know, good coaching, and it's fun. But that stratification of classes here, where you have guys going through the process, as you see another Ruth takedown, it just provides life in your program, and you bring new personalities and people who've, you know, like Ruth and Taylor, that, you know, they're providing leadership now, where they were the ones that were providing energy early in this Penn State run. I mean, it's just it's the fun thing about being a program. Every year is different, and you're talking about a really dynamic time in a young man's life at 18 to 22, 23 years of age, and having that experienced youth come in here it really can rejuvenate your program.
Ruth going for the cradle, slips off. 4-2 now with that escape.
You know, and this is Ruth's shtick, if I should call it that, is that he just wants to look so relaxed out there, so talented. But, you know, and I think that sometimes that works against him, because he's been so cool and so poised out there that he needs to be challenged. He needs to go out there and see how they're kind of slowly working it, and he just quickly gets to a point. But sometimes when he goes against those top-level guys that he's met here at this weight class, I mean, it's been tough to pull that shtick off of, you know, where you're relaxed all the time, and you can beat a guy pretty easily, because guys just show up that can compete at this NCAA wrestling level. And, you know, probably one of the biggest shockers of the season, I think, is Ed Ruth losing, you know, at one loss at this point in time in the season.
And of course, being ranked number 2 might be that motivation for him to...
Yeah, and I think that certainly have a lot of respect for what he's been able to do, particularly 2 major decisions in the NCAA finals. The last 2 years, he's been just dominant, and he's just, you know, poised, and I think he's a really guy with a good personality. You talk to him, and he's he wants that competition, and of course, it's never easy to repeat as national champion. I think the stats on it are basically about 25% of champions repeat, either, you know, the following year, redshirt, Olympic redshirt, for whatever reason. And a lot of it's because they get beat. So to be able to repeat, become one of those rare 3-timers is quite a feat. But that's good work there, getting out of the leg. Good work. Good work.
Ed Ruth with the reversal out front, 6-2. You're looking at Penn State's Male Athlete of the Year from last year. Over all sports, he was named Penn State's Male Athlete of the Year on campus last year.
But I think in order for him to, you know, to go ahead and repeat, he's going to have to really, you know, put together a really good, solid match to, you know, to beat that competition. It's going to be fun to watch, because maybe not as challenged in this match against Abounader.
Come on, guys.
But
let's go.
When we get to tournament time, you know, he'll have the opportunity here to see that wrist tilt.
Close to being stuck there. Nice work, execution by the senior two-time NCAA champion Ed Ruth. He's out in front 10-2 with that near fall. Locks up the cradle. Looking for, going to maybe do a little somersault here.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on his opponent. Actually creates a lever there with his body. Has the cradle locked up, and
Action.
not really sticking with it, waiting for the opponent to move. Yeah. And you see what happens, that you hear those noises there because Ruth's forearm is right across the neck, the high line of the neck, and the higher you can lock the cradle towards the neck, the more you're going to get more yes, pain inflicted on your opponent. So we consider turning over because it just makes it tighter rather than locking it close to the knee.
14-2 at the end of the second period.
Yeah, look at this replay here. Okay, this is great work. Watch his left foot right here. Come over the top, see, or the right foot right here. Come over the top, and he explodes back into. That's really good work there. High-level stuff you're getting out of the legs.
And Abounader will choose down. And that tick, tick, tick is actually the possibility of tech here for Penn State. Tech fall at 165 with David Taylor. A tech fall by Matt Brown at 174. And Ruth working on a, looks like eminent tech fall, 14-2, 12-point lead here against Abounader.
Tim, he doesn't even look like he's breathing. I know. Isn't it amazing? You know, all the action that he's been able to put up 14 points and just look like he's just cruising.
And Abounader, like we said, he's a tough kid out of St. Ed's program. Only a freshman.
Action.
Joe McFarland remembers, he said, I came up through the CYO League in the Cleveland area, wrestling myself. I remember Dominic's dad at the CYO League, and we're really excited to have him here. And I'm not, you know, a kid like this, you know, he's going to learn from wrestling the best. And you're looking at one of the best ever from Penn State, two-time NCAA champion. He wins by tech fall. Ed Ruth over Domenic Abounader here at Cliff King Arena on the campus of the University of Michigan on Senior Day. Ed Ruth, the winner.